Yet another game without a clean sheet, and I want to quickly get my rant because I've got Dan and Andrew with us, who kindly agreed to come on.
Yes.
I kidnapped them, basically just took them around here, but anyway.
Correct.
And without sounding dodgy.
Yes.
For me, I'll just quickly have the rant before I get their thoughts. I'm trying to be as level-headed as I possibly can here for Jack Ross, and I still am on the fence, although I'm starting to lean slightly towards out. And I'm not saying that just because Sunderland are in the top 6 and we're not like Slaughter in the league. The reason is because I do genuinely believe the players we've got are capable of better than we performed in the second half. Now, I do think to a point the penalty miss definitely had an impact, but to me it shouldn't have had an impact to that extent. And for me, whether you can say Jack Ross's tactics or poor, whatever it was, and I did think we sat back way too much in the second half, but again, I think that's a player instinct thing. But whoever scored for Rotherham, I'm sorry, that was a far too an easier goal for them to score. I'm getting really fed up of people having easy chances against us. And if we do not keep clean sheets, we can forget about promotion. Dan, go.
Hi, I pretty much agree with what Michael's just said. I mean, we're in dreamland after just a few seconds. When,
I know, that's one of the quickest goals ever scored at the stadium, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Very good from McNulty, by the way.
Yeah, I'll have to look at the all-time records another time.
Yeah.
Personally, we're on top for most like half an hour. Then of course we had a penalty. McGeady definitely should have done better.
Yeah.
And you could argue that the Rotherham keeper was off his line, but that shouldn't gloss over the poor penalty.
No, I mean,
and also it changed the momentum of the game. As soon as it gave Rotherham a boost, and we'll know what happens next. And then they look more likely to.
They look more likely to win it at the end, didn't they?
Yeah, that's right.
So I mean, like you said, I think the momentum did massively shift from when the penalty happened. And I thought I could sense it even in the first half that it was going to be a case of. Part of me could sense at half time we're going to win the game.
Yeah.
You know? I mean,
we had other chances to win the game in the first half hour.
Like I said, I think I said to you walking down here that the second one, I think there was a time right before half time where McGeady tried the shot, which the keeper tipped past the post. But I remember that one. I'm thinking, well, McGeady had about at least 2, if not 3 other red and white shirts in the penalty box, and he didn't pass to any of them. And I'm thinking, well, if he'd done that, it could have been a different game. But
there were a few chances at the end. It looked frightened to score.
I know, it looked like it, didn't it? I think it was either 09 or Greg. Correct me in the comments below, everyone, who it was. But someone had basically tried to pass it to someone at the back post, and could have easily shot. And I think he would have banked on at least getting a shot on target. But you know, what would you say your final assessment is of the game?
Well, I probably can't assess it really in the immediate aftermath. But
come on, you're meant to be level-headed here.
Yeah.
More than me, anyway.
It can be a good point in some way, but I think because we're ahead and we're at home,
it's disappointing at the moment.
We should have taken all 3 points.
You know,
Rotherham are a good side, but
they'll be
we're
up
at
there.
home.
They'll definitely be up there.
They'll be up there challenging. We better be at the end after 44 regular season games.
Right then.
Right.
Okay then. Right, Andrew.
Hello there.
Yeah, he's just been standing waiting. Bless him. He's just been standing waiting. Go on then. Me and Dan have had our say. Have yours. Go.
Just to echo everything he said, it's another disappointing draw. I think Jack Ross. Didn't know the sub bringing it to him. Maybe he took too long with his subs. Would have made a difference. Not sure. I mean, I think it's kind of a theme. After the penalty was. It was 60. It wasn't just the second half, but.
We weren't very good. We weren't very good second half, were we? But I don't know whether, again, I said it. I don't know whether that's just an instinctive thing of players sitting back after you've missed the penalty and you're kind of instinctively on the back foot. So is that the players doing that, or is Jack Ross's tactics?
I might be the both, you know.
Yeah, possibly.
Because Jack Ross is a naturally cautious manager, and players being one. As I said before, natural instincts is to. Defend.
If that's the case, then
pass not to that extent.
Oh yeah.
But,
don't get me. But if that's the case, if we're setting up more cautiously and defensively, then why are we not keeping clean sheets? We should be really.
Well, especially.
I'm not trying to fully blame Jack Ross here, by the way, because the players have got to take their share of responsibility
for individual errors, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Rotherham's goal was far too easy for them to score for me.
For like a systematic, like a system failure, but like an individual failure. Well,
oh dear.
And it was like
it's an appropriate pun for Dell. That system failure.
Yeah, that probably does seem right, actually. Well, I'll quickly on the subject of Dell. Yeah, I'll try to see if I can. Here, go on then, Dan. Get yourself in. I'll try to see if I can get both of your opinions on
This
this.
is sponsored by no, it's not.
Yeah, sponsored by whoever this graffiti is here. What do you guys think of the takeover? It looks like it's ever closer to happening, doesn't it?
Of course, I'm hoping it does happen, and hopefully we can build a bit more. It'll give the players a bit of a boost, and maybe the manager a bit of a boost. It shouldn't need to, but we're crying out for something positive in the immediate aftermath of this game.
Can I say something?
Yeah, by all means.
I'm just really tired. I'm just really tired. I want to go home.
Yeah,
All right then.
may as well.
To wrap it up, and thank you to both of you for coming on. We've tried something a bit different, just try and keep a three level-headed horse. I don't know where that analogy came from, but regardless, I do think the takeover is definitely positive. I've said it countless times that we're probably not going to see the money this season. I mean, well, I hope so. I hope we see a bit of it in January. But the final thing is just to say is, look, it's still only, 7-8 games in or whatever it is. We've got Bolton on Saturday, although who did pick up a point tonight against Oxford, actually. So I think we can't underestimate Bolton. They've probably got some decent players for this league, even if they're not of much sharpness. Final thing, though, you two are going to Bolton, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
Definitely.
We
Alright,
might film a video blog, but I'm more likely to do it on Twitter.
Fair enough then. Well, guys, I'll see you all later, and hopefully, I'm not going to Rotherham, but these guys are, so hopefully they'll bring back 3 points. Catch you later.